All right, people. So I want to talk a little bit about the intestinal cancer of WWE Roman Reigns, who is at it again in the wrestling news once again. So apparently, some random ass dude on the internet, on the Twitter, tweets him that the only reason you're in the spot you're in right now is because of your family, and he responds, "Hey, I work hard 5 days a week," which I mean, pretty much every American does work hard 5 days a week. I mean, or more. I mean, every American pretty much has, a normal person in this company has a job. Despite the fact that Vince McMahon obviously doesn't think we have anything better to do besides watch wrestling every week because he just floods our television screens with wrestling on, Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, NXT, pay-per-views. It's like he thinks we have nothing better to do except watch wrestling our entire lives. That's besides the point. And then he says, "I've been away from my family," which every wrestler has. I mean, there's no correlation between those two things and being in the top spot you're in. Every wrestler is on the road a lot and works a lot. That's why you get paid a lot of fucking money. You fucking dumbass. And then he calls him a dumbass, Mark. And, I'm sure a lot of people, he owned the guy. But is the guy really right? I mean, I really think the guy has a very good point. Because most people in this company, like Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Cesaro, I mean, I could go on and on and on. Were in the independent scene before they got here. I mean, they had to work their way up, which you normally do in any industry in this country. You usually start off small. You usually start off probably with an internship or a startup job, and then you work your way up. Well, Roman Reigns was signed to FCW right away, right? And by the way, he was playing football, and he was a pretty damn good football player. I mean, he played for I think the Jacksonville Jaguars and I think the Vikings or some shit like that. And then it didn't work out for him. Couldn't make enough money doing that. I guess it wasn't good enough. So then he decides to come over to WWE, and he gets signed just like that. Boom, first company he's ever in is WWE. That doesn't usually happen, but because he was a football player and because he's related to The Rock, it happened. And look at the other football player they signed too, Mojo Rawley, a fucking idiot, a fucking doofus running around like a 2-year-old, screaming "get hyped" or some bullshit like that. So fucking annoying and so fucking talentless that guy is. But yeah, for some reason he's on the main roster. For some reason he's actually being paid to perform in this company. So Roman Reigns, just like Roman Reigns, and why did Roman Reigns get signed just like that? Oh well, he's related to The Rock. I mean, does that have anything to do with him being signed like that? Just right off the bat, where like I said, most people actually have to prove themselves first in smaller companies. I mean, you look at some of these people; they were in independent scene for 10 years before they even got here. So just because Roman Reigns is related to The Rock, he gets pushed on our motherfucking throats. I mean, do you think Roman Reigns would be in the position he's in right now, or even in this company, if he wasn't related to The Rock and in that stupid Anoa'i family, whatever the fuck that name of that family is, something like the Anoa'i family. Yeah, more like the Annoying family, because it seems like every one of their fucking wrestlers is garbage. I mean, I believe Nia Jax is in that whole stupid family too, and she is just as terrible as Roman Reigns. I mean, she could literally do pretty much just nothing in the ring. I mean, she is talentless and terrible, just like Roman Reigns. I'll have to look that up, though. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's fucking true. But yeah, but so Roman Reigns apparently goes off and says that's not true. Well, it is true. I mean, let's not kid ourselves here. I mean, why did Roman Reigns get signed? Boom, just like that. Well, it's because he's related to the fucking Rock. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter, people. And this guy has been pushed down our throats like nobody else the past probably, 3 years? I mean, just constantly pushed down our motherfucking throats. and he says he deserves it, you deserve it. You know, you don't deserve it if you're getting booed. If you're constantly getting booed. You don't deserve to be the top babyface in this company if every motherfucking week you're coming out, you're getting a boo. And then they create the myth. Some people at Bleacher Report, you know, who is, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Bleacher Report. I mean, their reporting a lot of times is bullshit. I mean, I cannot believe the type of things I see on that so-called, you know, website, that journalism, whatever the hell you want to call it. And, you know, sometimes you see, oh, you know, it's, you know, it doesn't matter Roman Reigns is getting booed. He should still be number one babyface. You know, that's perfectly normal to get booed. It's okay. It's actually a good thing that he's getting booed. Like, they're living in the world of the make-believe, making us believe that it's totally normal for the top babyface in this company to get booed. You know, so let's make a comparison to The Rock, his cousin or whatever the fuck. Did he get booed as a babyface? No, because he was actually talented. Steve Austin, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk. I mean, you could go on and on. These people were top baby faces in this company, and did they get booed? No, they didn't, because they were actually talented and had promo ability, which Roman Reigns has zero. He comes out and cuts 2-minute promos every week. Is that talented? No, it's shittiness. It just proves how incompetent he is as a wrestler. So, I still don't understand the argument of him getting booed is good. Oh, he's eliciting a reaction. I don't give a fuck if he's eliciting a reaction. It's a bad reaction. It's not good if you're getting booed as a babyface. I mean, I don't understand what fairy tale land these people live in, where they equate boos with somebody being liked, or that's somehow a good thing. I mean, WWE has exhausted every one of their fucking attempts to try to get this guy over. And he is so far from over. I mean, he is the opposite of over. Whatever you want to call that. Not over. I don't know, but he's just a disaster. The whole building up of this guy has been a disaster. And he is single-handedly one of the top reasons why this company is in the shitter right now. I mean, the quality of the show is just terrible, and like I said, he is one of the reasons why, single-handedly. I mean, he's one of the guys I single-handedly pick out as one of the reasons this company is so bad. It's because he's on our television screen every week. He's burying everybody. He can never put anybody over. It's just totally ridiculous. So, I've done enough ranting on Roman Reigns. He is a terrible wrestler with no talent, no promo ability, no wrestling ability, and no ability whatsoever. The only thing he's good at is sucking. So there you go, people.